everybody doing, man? It is October 5th, 2018. I'm still pissed off I have not made it to number 65. But hey, I haven't been missed, so let's get on with the show. I'm still in the process of trying to find my niche audience. And I have yet to find my niche audience. So let's try one by one by one. By two, by three, by four. I'm getting nervous. Let me see now. What are some of the advices that some people said here on YouTube? Smile. I don't feel like smiling. I want to give a creepy smile like this. I could keep a very straight face like this, where I just look at the camera and talk like this, like Ben Stein from Wendy and Ben Stein's Money. But who cares? Anyway, let's talk about a topic that I like: action figures. A friend of mine said make a video about action figures, and I was going to do an unboxing video. And believe it or not, they have been unboxed. But the unboxing was kind of messy, so check it out. Here is all the unboxing I did. I decided to, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and be cutting the boxes so I can show you one by one by one. Instead, I decided, you know what, I wasn't going to sit around, cutting the boxes, taking the plastic out. That's just too much work, and it's going to make the video go longer. I also realized one thing: I got to keep these videos short, no more than 10 minutes, because most of you have the attention span of a hummingbird. Even I have the attention span of a hummingbird. With so many YouTube channels, and they're all talking about the same exact thing, the only thing that's different is the person. It's like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., Sonic. They all sell burgers. Yeah, they all taste different, but they all sell burgers. After a while, that's the problem when you have too many choices. But now, let's move on with the show. So I made a big purchase on eBay. I always do this when I'm feeling a little bit down. I start making purchases on eBay, spontaneous purchases. I made a purchase and I used, I think, 15% off on one purchase. This one's really cool. I bought so many action figures, mostly action figures, wrestling and some other non-wrestling action figures. But there was one purchase that I made that cost me, give me a second, I think I got 15% off. Let me check right now. Let me type my email. I'm using double screen, so I am talking to you guys while I'm typing in my password, but you can't see it. And I think I got order delivered or receipt for your payment. It was basically 5% off or 7% off. I got 2 toys. Let me see now. I got one more thing to do here. Guaranteed most deal. Get it on it now. Lowest prices, something like that. Shipped. I basically made a purchase of 2 things. Let me see now. Purchase history. Here we go. Delivered on the... Well, how did I buy this thing? It was no. It wasn't this. Now I remember. I made 2 purchases. One of $20, one of $16.99. And it came out 15% off. Or was it? Yeah, 15% off. But that does not include shipping. So for those of you who want free shipping, how does it go? It only goes for the value. Let's say $5 plus shipping and handling. That plus shipping and handling does not count for the total. So I had to buy 2 expensive things to make it work. And those 2 expensive things are right here. Check it out. You're going to laugh at me, but I bought some broken toys thinking I could fix them. I have a Bill Goldberg with no hand. Let me go back to my screen. I have a Bill Goldberg with no feet, but I have another one with a chopped leg. So I never played around with these Toy Wiz WCW toys. Here, you know what? These toys need to get the focus. Let me see now. Look at that. Here you go. See? And as you can see, it's missing a leg. I bought it like that for a reason, so I could fix it, because I bought a Bill Goldberg a couple of years ago. I think 10 years ago. I bought it at a flea market. And I think the arm is missing, or this part is missing. So I'm about to take out the good parts and keep the bad parts. That's going to be an interesting project. I like the shirt. Sure, even though it's all yellow. One more time. See, focus, focus. There you go. It's all yellowy. The shirt is yellow because of it's old. Legs are all stained, but I could wash this thing with a little bit of a good soap. And I bought this. See, I'm on a crusade right now. I said this in a previous video. I'm on a crusade right now to get all my old action figures back. but I already have some of them boxed. I want to get rid of those boxed ones. And with nobody wanting their Mattel figures anymore, I mean, nobody wants their Jack-specific toys anymore because they're crap. Everybody just wants Mattel. I say, you know what? You don't want those Jack-specifics? I'll take them off your hands. Look at this Yokozuna action figure. And this is the same exact one I saw at the store. Look at that. Look at that. It's all white and everything. You know what? Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Where is my phone? Now, you know what? I'm not going to do it that way. This is the problem with videos sometimes. Again, I'm just trying to find my niche audience. But look, I'm going to show it to you like this. I'm going to have to... I can't show it to you too like that, too close. Let me take some of this off. So doesn't matter. Is it too yellow? Look at the head right there. That's glue. That green stuff is actually glue. I don't know what kind of glue this is. Or is it candle something? But this is Yokozuna with a beard from 1996. I'm thinking about a little bit of Gorilla Glue or Goop Glue. It will fix it. And once I fix that, I get to sell my old Jack Specific one that I bought a couple years ago, box. Bone crunching Jack Specific, not the Classic Superstar, which is another one I have downstairs. What's the other one I have here in the bag? I bought a set of broken ones. Here you go. Check it out. A broken edge with a foot and a broken cane with a leg. Look at that. Broken cane with no arm. This is from a series called Slammers. Fans don't like these figures because they're considered ugly. I like them, sort of. I didn't like them back then, but I like them now. And I'll see how I can fix this edge with a foot. I could only find how to customize these bone crunching figures, because these were the first ones they made of Jack Specific before everything switched to the Trons, or as everybody like to call them, the V-shaped legs. Okay, so that is my first purchase that I made here. And by the way, preview alert. Now, you know what? I have to move the camera on. It was a pain in the ass to get this setting. Let's continue with the show. My next purchase was a WCW Toy Biz figure of Stevie Richards. Actually, no, I could say his name now, Hulk Hogan, because he's back in the WWE now. Look at that. See that right there? This is an old Hulk Hogan. These were kind of funny. I always thought his face looked kind of funny with like this, like that. This is a Hulk Hogan, and I always liked this Psycho Sid figure. Actually, Sid Vicious WCW figure. If you used to watch Cartoon Network back in the days, he always appeared in a commercial throwing a slam like that. I think throwing Kevin Nash into the ring. I used to see this figure a lot in Cartoon Network in the commercials, and I thought, hey, you know what? It's good. My only issue is that it's the leg. See the leg? Let me see that. The leg. It's kind of messed up. But anyway, this is one that I like because I always ignore these Toy Biz lines. When these Toy Biz lines came out, I was not really collecting them. I was in my senior year in high school, which is another chapter for another video. My mind was not in it. When all that crap went away and I got my stuff back together again, it was too late. WCW went out of business. And I got lucky and I found some WCW toys at the local KB on clearance and at my local Kmart, which is now a Kohl's. And I've seen some WCW toys at wrestling shows and at a comic book store called World Collectibles in Metropolitan Avenue. Okay, let's move on to the next purchase that we made. Another eBay purchase that I made. Check it out. Let's switch it up a little bit and move on to something. We'll get back to wrestling. Let me get to this right now. This is very popular right now. Can you see it? Damn it, the damn glare on the light. Sorry, people, for the light, but I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit. There you go. You see that? Now let's go like this. This is a He-Man Motu muscle figures. I bought them for $7.99. These are from the Super 7. I always had a thing for these muscle toys. The local laundromat by my house used to have the little 25-cent machine. Remember, me and these kids after school would always walk by there, spend our quarters, and get all the muscle figures. Then fast forward many years later at the same Kmart I just mentioned earlier, where I got some WCW toys. They had these Motu figures in the vending machine. They were promoting the muscle figures in the little window case thing. But every time I put a 25 cent, I always got some stupid toy like a rubbery finger that looked like a booger. I'm not making this thing up. And I must have spent one time like $2 just to get the damn muscle toys, and I never got them. I never even know what the names of those things were. I just kept calling them little mini double dragons. I don't know why I kept putting double dragon and muscle in the same thing. But be that as it may, when I found out the names were Muscle, because there was a cartoon called Muscle in the early 2000s, which is that cartoon is kind of gross. That's when I figured the name. I looked up some Motu figures on eBay, and I got some downstairs. But these are the recent ones. These are the He-Man ones, which I'm going to open. Not right now, because we got to get to more stuff, but I'm going to open these, believe it or not. I'm not going to keep these things sealed. What is the point of keeping them sealed? They're not going to go up in value. You're lucky if they go up in value. They're expensive, but the way toys are right now, they should put them on clearance because, you know, they don't have them in stores. They have them online. And here's another non-wrestling one. More Toy Biz. I got a lot of Toy Biz today. I bought this on eBay also. Check it out. This is a broken Batman. If I could only open this Batman figure and put that belt back in. This is not the Kenner one. This is the Toy Biz Batman. Supposedly it was modeled after the Super Friends or Super Powers Batman. Whatchamacallit, doesn't come with a cape. Give me a second. Gotta dehydrate myself. Again, part of my crusade of getting my old toys back. My brother actually had this Batman. I bought Bob. And I still have that. I lost that Bob and I bought it again. And then I bought it again. No, that's not me being nervous. I bought it twice. I bought it actually a year ago. Or was it this year? I think I bought it this year or last year. It was free comic book day, and the comic book store had a sale on toys, and I bought that Bob figure. So I have two Bob figures. I bought one at the flea market, and I bought one at the comic book store. One is sealed. One is not sealed. Which reminds me, I'm going to get rid of the sealed one. If their Toy Biz ones are worth a lot of money, we'll see. But this Batman was actually my brother had it. And, you know, I like this Batman. I'm not too crazy about the Kenner one. I never even knew about the whole Kenner Toy Biz thing. I just found this thing out on YouTube a couple of months ago. And I'll admit the Kenner looks a little bit more bulkier than this. I actually have one Batman from the Kenner. It was all striped. It's not this one, but this is the one that I like the most. It's kind of like I never cared for when it came to He-Man toys, I never cared about the Iceman He-Man or this He-Man or that He-Man. I just wanted He-Man and maybe Prince Adam so I can make the whole transformation thing. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to... I gave away some of those He-Man... I sold some of those He-Man toys a couple of years ago. I got to get some of them back. I still have some. But anyway, let's move on with the show. Now let's get back to some wrestling. This is another set I bought. This is another set that I bought. I bought 8... Let me see now. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 figures. I bought 10 wrestling figures. Some are repeats, but I have to buy them in bulk so I could sell the rest and just keep the 2 I want. Or in this case, the 4 I want. They're all tag teams, so whoever sold these sold them as a tag team. Each set of 2 are part of a tag team. And so here you go. Here's the tag team. If you look at the tag team, here's how he set them up. Brian Lawler and Jerry the King Lawler. This is when the Brian Lawler is very different. This is a Scotty Grandmaster Sexay before Grandmaster Sexay. His figure's a little bit more bulkier. This is when he started changing the set. The legs were kind of a little bit more thicker and the arms were huge, not plain. As you can see the difference here. Jerry Lawler. The other set is the Disciples of Apocalypse. DOA. Chains and either 8-ball or skull. I don't know which one of the 2 it is. Or everybody likes to call him Underfaker. And it's weird because Undertaker would take this gimmick in 2000 and become the Biker Undertaker. For some reason, I like this blue jeans one, and I like the black jeans one. I always like this tag team, the Disciples of Apocalypse. The other tag team, I remember I saw these toys when I was a kid, didn't like them, and for some reason they've grown on me now. The Headbangers, Mosh and Thrasher. Zoom in closely. And zoom in. I don't know which one is which. I think this one... I don't know which one was Mosh or which one is Thrasher. I know one of them is the one that stayed in the WWF a little bit longer as Lowdown with D'Lo Brown. The other one got injured. I think he got fat, supposedly. There's a video of him. You can find him when he's hanging around with Billy Gunn in a shoot interview. This one's an interesting one. I never cared about this tag team, but what the hell? I regret not buying them. The Blackjacks. One of them is JBL, and the other one is Barry Windham. And for some reason, I think this right here is JBL, and I think this is Barry Windham. See? Last but not least, this is the only reason I bought this lot for, was this. This is the only reason I got it for. I already have them boxed, by the way. I have this one. I have these boxed, but I want to get rid of the box ones so I could keep the loose ones of the Legion of Doom 2000. This is Hawk. This is Animal. This is a weird paint job on Hawk. If you look carefully in Hawk's head, look at that. Now look at the back of his head. If you could see it right there. Ah, damn it! You can't get a good angle out of it. But anyway, the point is that it's painted over, but you can actually see the little mohawk cut there. It's shaped like a mohawk, but they actually colored the whole head brown. Animal surprisingly still has his regular animal look, but the paint job is a little bit different from his Road Warriors days. This is part of the tag team set that I bought. I only bought it for the Legion of Doom. Now that I got these, I get to sell that box set. Like I said, my goal is to buy these Jack Specific loose and get rid of the box ones. The box ones, if I'm lucky, I'll get $5 more out of it. If not, you know, I'll sell them for what I bought them for in general. Hopefully there's somebody like myself out there who wants the old ones and doesn't care about the Mattel ones. Mattels are nice, but they're too expensive. Last but not least, so I can wrap this video up. And I like this video. I like doing these toy videos, but I have to get too informative. I admit this video could be better if I do include pictures and like little slideshows and everything, and I use a British accent and sound intelligent. But no. I bought this one when I was a kid. I didn't actually, you know, it's funny. I never wanted this thing when I was a kid, but I got it at a store down in Main Street, which is now a 99-cent store. It was the library, it was a toy store. Point is, this is the Batmobile. This is a different kind of Batman. Damn, what is it with the camera? Here you go. I should stick to this hand instead. There you go. This is better. Now back to the camera. This is a Batmobile. I bought this Batmobile in 1990. I was in 3rd grade at the time. It's a small, man, I forgot how small this Batmobile was. I could have sworn this thing was bigger. Man, this thing is small. I could have sworn this Batmobile was a lot bigger. I know it's not the big Batmobile for this Batman. I know it's not the one where you could put this Batman in it. There you go. I know it's not the one where you could put this Batman in it, but I could have sworn this thing was a little bit bigger. I wish I had a ruler for it, but I'll tell you one thing right now. Look at my hand. See that? Well, no. There you go. That's how big this thing is. I could have sworn this thing was bigger. This thing fooled me. Anyway, I just remember the Batmobile came with a Batman. That's what I remember. They made a lot of Batman merchandise around the time that the Batman movie came out with Tim Burton. And again, like I said, I had the Batmobile, I had Batman, I had Bob, no Joker, I had no Batcave. I wanted to get that stuff. And back then we had to sell just for 2 toys. It's not like the kids today who get so many toys they don't even want them because they want to play with their stupid iPhones. But I had this Batmobile, and I think I traded it to this stupid Asian kid in my school named Honk. I forgot that was his real name, Honk, and his stupid ass friend Jimmy. I forgot what exactly happened. I traded my Robin and they never gave me Sorpentor. I'm not kidding. I'm not making this stuff up. And I made a promise to myself, I'm going to get these toys back someday. But I was just obsessing on the wrestling toys. But I decided, you know what, I wasn't just a wrestling fan. I liked other stuff too. I liked G.I. Joes. I never cared about Transformers. And Batman was one of them. And I said to myself, I got to get this Batmobile back. But again, I'm a little bit disappointed. I could have sworn this Batmobile was bigger. I'm going to keep this thing. I'm not going to sell this thing. I'm going to keep it. But I could have sworn it was bigger. I'm shocked. I could have sworn the Batmobile was... Let me see now. What's bigger? Well, the toy's bigger. I could have sworn the Batmobile was... I'm not kidding you. Let me see now. Look at this. I got a VHS right here. Look at that. I could have sworn the Batmobile was a little bit wider and fatter. Not this. I do remember look at this. This is one of the reasons I remember. Look at this weird Batman is glued to it. Damn it. Stupid camera. There you go. I got to get rid of the mirror feature. I have this thing mirrored. Look at that. is a Batman inside of it. I had this toy, and like I said before, I traded it. It was a long story. I only had it for a couple of days. I wanted the big Batmobile, not this. And I'm even tempted to get the big Batmobile now. I just hope I don't end up regretting it. They made 2 versions. The only pain in the ass part about this Batmobile, and you can even see with this figure right here, is this. Look carefully. Look at that. You see that? The Batman figure is too big, and it can't even close. It can't even close the damn the head. So it's like imagine getting stuck like that. So anyway, I'm happy I got this toy back, but I'm a little bit disappointed. Chris on this toy was a little bit bigger. I know it's not the big Batmobile. Man, I kept this video to 20 minutes. But who cares? I'm doing these videos for me now. Actually, I shouldn't say that because no one's going to watch it. But then again, no one's watching it anyway. So what's the difference anyway? I'm doing these videos for me. I should monetize them. I mean, you want to get paid, but at the end of the day, I don't know how that whole Patreon thing works. Every YouTuber out there has a Patreon. Support my Patreon. Pay me $1 a day. Keep these videos coming. But unlike most of you, I haven't quit my day job. Although I do feel like quitting that job, but that's another video for another day. But so far, I enjoy making this video about action figures. But we'll see how it goes if I still want to do action figure videos or not, because every market is oversaturated here on YouTube. Okay, that's it. 20 minutes. I'm officially done with this video. I gotta get going. It's 8:13. I gotta be at work in an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm going to get out of here right now. And what my next video is going to be about, I don't know. And by the way, getting this setup was a pain in the ass. I thought it was going to be a lot easier, but it's not. I have to get closer to the camera. On the bright side, there's more space between me and the camera. The con is trying to get the right setting. Before I was over here, now I'm here. And I got to clean up the mess I made here. So, okay, time to get out of here. So, scram, have a nice weekend. I should be back next week with another video. Stay tuned. And signing off.